I am the world's biggest fool. I took the fall for my boss and spent a full 25 years in prison. I thought that on the day of my release, the boss would throw a grand banquet to welcome me back and wash away the dust of my ordeal. But when I got home, I discovered just how terrifying human nature can be.
At the head of the table.
That ain't the head, that's the ass.
Witty.
I used to be the second in command of the gang, but my position had long been seized by the boss's son. The territory I had fought desperately to secure had been completely divided up among others. Even former lackeys who used to polish my shoes had become branch leaders.
I'm expecting after doing 25 years to save your father's ass for murder, to save your ass, I'm expecting some form of adequate compensation.
Why do you think we're not gonna take care of you?
Seeing that I felt wronged, the boss beside me finally spoke up. Tulsa was a barren, remote, small city. Clearly the gang wanted to exile me there. Only then did I understand what the horror of human nature truly meant. But I still looked toward the boss I had once shared life and death with, only to be met with disappointment. The code of honor I had upheld for 25 years now seemed like nothing but a joke. My wife left me on the very first day I was imprisoned. As for my daughter, I hadn't spoken to her in 18 years because she hates me.
Now you got the balls to tell me that after everything I've been through, after everything I've lost, after everything I've done for this family, your family, fuck, there's nothing left for me!
But some people just don't understand the rules and dared to point fingers at me. They should know that when I made my name and reputation, he was still wearing diapers. I used my fists to teach him a harsh lesson. At that moment, I accepted reality. Facing these heartless and ungrateful people, there was no point in saying anything more. So what if it's just Tulsa? After all, 75 is the perfect age for making a breakthrough. What's there to fear about starting from scratch? These people could never dream that I would build a criminal empire in Tulsa that rivals the mafia itself. I had just walked out of the airport terminal when a taxi driver picked me up. From this moment, my entrepreneurial plan would officially begin. Perhaps sensing my aura as a gang boss, the driver immediately became interested.
I like that. Gangster gotta be a gangster, huh?
You think a gangster's cool?
When he said he liked the way criminals operated, I was ready to show him what real criminal life was all about. Just then, we passed the marijuana dispensary. After learning that Tulsa had no gang presence whatsoever, I instantly thought of a great business opportunity. Inside, there was only one security guard with zero fighting ability, and it didn't look like they had surveillance cameras installed. The receptionist was very frail and didn't seem too bright either. If someone wanted to rob this place, it would be far too easy. I told him to call the owner out, but the employee didn't dare leave his post. The security guard, hearing the commotion, walked over and told me to leave immediately. Facing me, this gray-haired old man. The guard thought he could easily handle the situation, not knowing what kind of existence he had provoked. I grabbed the driver's thermos and smashed it directly into his head. It seems fists are the ultimate truth. Soon the owner came out. He thought he was dealing with a robbery, but unexpectedly I wanted to see his transaction ledger. This made the owner suspect I might be from the tax bureau.
Are you from the government?
I just knocked your guard out cold, and you think I'm a CPA?
However, what I didn't expect was that this small shop's profits were quite substantial. The problem was, the owner said he kept all the money in the bank. This made me a bit unhappy. You're putting dirty money in the bank, do you think this old man is easy to fool? After my educational session, the owner had no choice but to open the safe. Unexpectedly, there was actually $5 million inside, but my actions stunned the owner. I only took out a small portion of it and stated that I would only take 20% every week from now on. In exchange, I guaranteed that his dispensary would not be violated by any gangs.
Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
Absolutely not.
I knew that to establish roots in Tulsa, I had to think long term. Just like that, I obtained the first startup capital for creating my gang. Since I was going to be a gang boss, I naturally needed a decent vehicle. I took out some money and had the driver go buy me a car, and he would become my personal driver.
$2 grand a week.
My gangster.
He was immediately very happy. Working with me was much better than driving a taxi. However, I didn't expect him to mess up the very first task.